will call to order the meeting of the Chautauqua County Legislature on February 22nd, 2023. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Bankowski is absent. Mr. Davis.
Here. Next, to address the second privilege of the floor.
Karen Engstrom, Town of Chautauqua, Village of Mayville, and I'm representing the citizens opposed to the South Ripley solar project. We ask that our elected officials protect our communities from the blight of utility scale solar. Regarding utility scale solar, the real issue, after talking to many of you for 2 years about this, is money. How much does it take to buy out a community? How much money? Does it matter that having a negative effect on the environment through the destruction of farmland, forest, wetland, recreational land? Does it matter if property values are driven down? Does it matter that the mining of cobalt, lithium, rare earth metals, copper is done by slaves in the Congo and in China? If the sum of money is large enough, none of those things matter. Do solar projects make electricity? According to NYSERDA, 14% of what the solar grifters claim is the amount of power that's created by solar projects in this region. 14%, does that justify the harm and the waste? Does it matter that China controls 97% of the quartz ingots used to make solar panels? It might matter when China cuts the supply line and we have no energy. Who in their right mind would jeopardize the security of the grid by giving it to China to control? If 97% of the ingots made from quartz using coal at high temperatures comes from China, an essential element in the solar panels that we're talking about, if they come from China, then they contain PFAS. PFAS substances contaminate soil, groundwater, streams, and lakes. I'd like to read a statement by our Senator George Borrello, and I'm quoting him. Utility scale solar cannot exist without heavy perpetual subsidies. Solar companies are not energy companies, they are investment companies. They are investment companies because they get a guaranteed capital return courtesy of the taxpayers. They take money from the poor and they give it to the rich through increased taxes and increased utility rates. The once conscientious Public Service Commission has been commandeered by radical special interest groups. We ask for proof that the transformation of agricultural fields, wetlands, forest to glass, concrete, and aluminum frames is safe. We ask for that proof. Do solar projects benefit the host communities? There are temporary payouts, but there are no jobs. In fact, solar projects kill jobs. They kill recreational jobs. They kill the businesses that work for tourism. They kill the jobs in agriculture. They kill the jobs in forestry. And when land is destroyed and not available to these occupations, people will leave. The Farm Bureau of Chautauqua County opposes the bad energy policies and the fast tracking of the new climate so-called Leadership and Community Protection Act, CLCPA. The Farm Bureau states 84% of the solar land targeted is agricultural land. The Farm Bureau opposes solar pilot subsidies. Solar not only destroys agricultural land, but of course forest, wetlands, and recreational areas. The example of Ripley is one. 528 additional acres of mature forest, in addition to the forest already taken down in preparation for the project, will be clear-cut. So the results of this situation, including slave labor, which is noted in the Wall Street Journal under the title of Cobalt Red, How the Blood of the Congo Powers Our Lives, and the Wall Street Journal article that notes that 97% of all solar grade ingots and wafers come from China under the title Beijing Threatens to Disrupt Solar Supply Lines. So they're already acknowledging that China has control of our energy system and that we must be prepared and make the right decisions. Perhaps the real goal is to get people to leave. Money is the real reason for the blight that is now allowed to destroy our beautiful rural countryside and small towns. Thank you.
Thank you.